Okay, thanks everyone for coming. I know a few people have travelled from a fair distance to come and watch. I appreciate you all coming out. Obviously lucky enough to have Chad here to do 13.3, so make sure you introduce yourself after the workout, give him a bit of a breather maybe when he's finished, and go introduce yourself. We've got Chad going alongside Nick, who's actually from CrossFit Bodhi. Nick made regionals last year, and Marcus is an unaffiliated athlete who's thrown his hand up to jump in as well. Chad's been nice enough to write up his game plan up on the board, so take a photo if you haven't done the workout yet and try stick to this. 4 sets of 25 and then sets of 10s for his wall balls. Want to be off between 6:05 and 6:20. Double unders, he's just ridden 90, I assume that means unbroken. He wants to be off them at 7:15, and his muscle ups, he's going 3 or 2. So breaking them up into 2s and 3s, and then 2 or 3 every minute. So within the minute he wants 2 or 3 muscle ups. Last year he got 29 muscle ups, so 1 short of completing a full round. He's not going to deviate from this. We said that at the start. He's written it up on the board. He's got a game plan and he sticks to it. That's what he puts most of his success down to, sticking to his game plans. So bit of encouragement for all of them, guys. Make sure you get up them. If you've done this workout, you understand how hard this 12 minutes is. So a bit of support. Come in nice and close. You don't need to stay away. I'd prefer you all to come up nice and close and get in their ears. All right, let's do this. We're going to play some music, 12 minutes.
And then you're right.
Who came up with it?
I spoke to Starry. I said, Starry, what'd you do? What'd you do to get back to the balls? And he goes, set up some plates, didn't have to jump into it. And then spoke to him about the muscle ups as well. I broke them up differently last time, so.
He broke them up now, didn't he?
He broke them up into doubles.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try that.
What did you do last year?
Sets of 5. I did 5 sets of 5, and then a set of 4, and then went for the 5th and just got to here, and then got timed out. So.
Done in your warm-up, Chad?
Because I'm a bit old, I need to warm up for a while.
How old are you?
31 years young.
That's a better answer.
Buddy, I've got to just kind of do some mobility. I've been doing that for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just some kind of activation stuff to kind of fire up the glutes and the shoulders. And then a few kind of specific drills and transitions kind of before the wall. So I've just been hitting like 10 wall balls, 20 double unders fast, and then like three muscle ups. And then I'll probably do 1 more round, rest for a couple of minutes, and then go. So same routine every time. Try and have a little bit of food about an hour beforehand. So I just had some eggs this morning, about a quarter of a banana, and a little bit of water. So it's always the same.
What time did you eat?
Well, I woke up this morning at 20 past 6. So I had 3.5 eggs then, a whole banana, and then I ate again an hour ago. So about 8:30. I don't know what the time is now. It's probably like 9:30 almost. So yeah, exactly an hour before. Try and have something.
What do you do with that other half of the egg?
The other half of the egg, I had that an hour before. So
you had 3.5, and then you had half an egg.
Yeah. It's a little bit crazy, but it works.
Chad, when did you decide to take your shirt off?
When?
Yeah.
Well, I did it the other day and it felt alright. I don't like to take my shirt off normally, but just my t-shirt tends to rub on my arms, and when I do muscle ups, it tends to shred my arms up a bit. So yeah, I just decided there'll be a little bit less friction, hopefully. So
I want to go hot. It's usually a fair indication.
Doesn't matter that you're next to Chad when you take it off?
Probably makes it worse. Probably makes me say, I would have taken it off 10 minutes ago if Chad didn't.
Let's go! Last 15, guys. 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Thanks, guys.
There we go.
26 muscle-ups. Well done, buddy. Well done. What do you got?
What's your name?
Marcus.
A full name?
Marcus Slatter.
And sorry, Slat.
Slatter. S-L-A-T-T-E-R. Everyone knows me as Slats.
Okay. Where do you train?
I don't. I'm unaffiliated. I'm Army, so I sort of pick myself out to wherever I can get to at the time.
And how was it going up against Chad on this one?
Extremely, extremely nerve-wracking. Would have much preferred if he had his own little crowd and I could just hide on the side, but that was very motivational, especially watching him on my left and just, you don't want to stop. Yeah, it's good.
It's a good workout for me to do twice.
Yep.
Just that amount of fatigue, muscle ups. I think it's good for my training right now.
How do you find it when you redo a workout and you didn't do better?
I still look at it like it's just another training day, and just getting that volume of gymnastics through my shoulder is good. I don't look at it as like I'm not disappointed. Like I tried as hard as I could, just one rep shy with a different strategy. So always when you go in with a slightly different game plan, it makes a bit of a difference. Either good or bad, so I'm happy both ways.
Do you think that first strategy was better for you? Do you think that's where it was?
Yeah. Just doing sets of 10 was, I think, get my legs time to rest, rather than doing a big chunk and then resting for 10 seconds. The heart just can't do it right now. The head's there, but just the heart's a little bit behind, but we'll get there.
Yeah, it's tough, eh?
Yeah, but I'm happy.
Yep.
It's good to train up here as well.
Moving on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you hope comes up for the next two? Or what do you think's going to come up?
I think it'll be something a little bit different, like there'll be some shuttle runs, something we haven't done before. So I think I've got to include that, like a new skill or a new movement plus a heavier barbell. That little couplet for about 5 or 7 minutes. So fingers crossed. What are you hoping for?
Pistols, handstand push-ups.
How long?
As long as possible.
Yeah,
45
right.
minutes.
Fingers crossed.
What was I going to ask? What would you recommend people to do it again, like a workout, like you just did?
I did that basically for my training. It wasn't really to get a better score. Yeah, I'd love to get more, but for myself personally, I just need volume. I've been doing a whole bunch of pull-ups, a whole bunch of strict pull-ups, and just gymnastics work, because that's where I need to work right now. For other guys, if they're on that cusp of somewhere between 100 and top 20, if you get a bad score, you're going to get blown out the back. So for those guys, yeah, probably, because it's kind of like it's their kind of crunch time in their season, so they've got to do it again, I think. For the guys that kind of know they've got a spot and have kind of been there before, there's no reason to do it again, unless you're in a bad position.
So you basically just redid this one for training and then hoping maybe to get a better score?
Yeah, like my body wasn't sore for the first time, or after the first workout. A little bit in quads, but that went after the first day. And the muscle ups, you don't really get sore from them, or I don't get all that sore from the muscle ups. So if I didn't do that workout, something else would include muscle ups or gymnastic skill today, and then I'll lift this afternoon. So it's good for the head to do that one again.
4 sets of 25, then hit a set of 20 rather than 10. Why is that?
I had a look at the clock, and I knew if I did 5 sets of 10, it would kind of blow my time out a little bit. And I wasn't trying to start any sooner than 10 seconds on the sets of 25. Because last time I did it, I finished the wall balls in 7:23, and I knew that I needed a little bit more time up the bank, so I kind of made that set of 20 hurt a little bit. And then the double unders hurt even more, so I needed to break them up too.
So you came off your double unders at 7 minutes and 11 seconds. So almost, what's that, 22 seconds quicker than you did your wall balls last time.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that was where the muscle ups came into play? Do you think you got a lower score because you were more fatigued on your muscle ups?
No, I was saying to Kano before. On Thursday I did the wide at, what time? Probably about 1:30, just after I got released. So I did the wide, then on Friday I came in to train and I just did, what did I do, 4 muscle ups on the minute for 10 minutes, just to get a bit of conditioning back with those. And then I did a wide with 15 muscle ups in it. So I did 55 muscle ups on Friday. And I think there's just a little bit of tricep soreness in there. So I get to the top and I feel like I just couldn't press out and my kit wasn't working that well. So maybe doing sets of 10 from the beginning and then feeling a bit fresher on those might have helped, but I'm happy with how I did.
We said you wanted off the wall ball at 6:05, you came off at 6:03. Off the double unders at 7:15 and he came off at 7:11. So even though deviated from his game plan, still hit exactly what you said you were going to hit. How did you feel doing the whole workout?
I came off the wall balls last time and it really didn't feel like much at all. It was kind of like a warm-up. Double unders were a warm-up last time. This time I was like, holy shit. I was in a world of hurt, so
yeah.
I could feel my legs and I was just trying to sit back a little bit more in my heels. As I was going through, I'd try and do 15 with that kind of stance, or fairly wide, and then I'll try and switch my feet to toes forward, just so it kind of moves where you're using, rather than using heaps of quads. I try and go toes forward and try and use a little bit more posterior chain glutes. So it takes your mind off how much you're hurting when you're doing the wall balls. If you think about something else, it just changes how much you're hurting in here. So.
And with everyone cheering you on, do you hear that? Did that help, or does that you don't hear it?
Yeah,
you zone it out.
Yeah, I do. You hear it all, but I'm trying to just think about what I have to do, and every small little segment of what I'm doing. There's probably about 50 things going on in my head, and then I hear the crowd, and then occasionally I was hearing the boys' numbers and what they were at, and I was like, oh, forget about that, just focus on what you're doing. Then bring the game plan back, and then just focus on that. So constantly thinking, and then just try and stand and relax, rather than walking around. Like, perfect example is your brother. Has anyone seen Dean train? Fuck, it's like he's run into a brick wall, and then he's tried to get back up and pick up a barbell. He's just, it's like a train wreck, so.
Going away from this workout, what do you think of this open, the standard that's been set for top 48, this 26 muscle ups? What did you got 27 last year, or 29? Sorry.
29 last
year.
Where
did that put you?
I'm not sure.
No idea?
No.
Last year I know that we only had a few guys get a full round. I think this year there's already been 10 people that's posted a full round.
Yeah.
What do you think of the level of this year's top 48?
If you take a year off and try and get back into it, you're probably going to get spat out the back end. So I've had about 4 or 5 months off, and I'm still at the top, but probably in the top quarter. So the guys that have been training for a whole year, I know the improvement that I get after a whole year of training, and you feel like you go from strength to strength. So even to watch guys like Kano, Paddy Fitzsimmons, guys at our gym, they've been training hard for a year, and they're getting like an extra 15 muscle ups. So pretty incredible. And same with the lady side of things. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 5 years. So it's pretty cool.
Last one, Chado, is in weightlifting, everyone's taught to move their feet when they snatch. Why have you gone different to that? You don't move your feet.
What a stitch up.
Why is that? How come you chose to keep your feet still?
Who's this? I saw you doing it, and you just do this.
Yeah, I go in.
I haven't been practicing trying to not move my feet. My right foot does this, and then this one just does this. I got a text from Sean saying, yeah, nice snatch, but you didn't move your feet. And I was like, oh, well. I just think, I'm not too sure. I'm going to do that drill that you showed me the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys, another round of applause. Thanks, Chado. Come over, chat to Chad once he's caught his breath. Introduce yourself. Ask him as many questions as you want.
Sorry, buddy.
No, go for it.
Just a quick story. before I went to the games last year, I was doing a whole bunch of different kind of training, putting a bar on my back and doing like a heavy carry and just trying to think out of the square a little bit. And we've got some stones at the box, and I think our heaviest one's 70 kilos. And I gave Sean a call and I said, oh, I know you've got some stones, and am I able to come up and you take me through a bit of technique stuff? And he goes, yeah, no worries, come on up. So I rocked in one day and a few of the boys were here. We had about an hour or so and rolled the stones out. And Sean was saying, really round your back, showing me some really good technique tips. And I picked up the medium one a couple of times, and then he goes, I'll pick up the next one up from that. And he's like, get it to here and then try and put it above your head. And I'm thinking, there's no way I'm going to put that thing above my head. Picked up the heavier one, got it to here, and Sean was like, you got to get ugly with it. And I was like, oh, far out. So I put it back down and I was real angry, and I picked it back up. I kind of got it to here and then I put it back down. And I was like, Sean, can you pick it up? And he goes, yeah, I can get it on my shoulder. And he goes, if I can do it, you can do it. He's like, come on, just get it on your shoulder. And then I was like so angry inside. I was like, this guy can do it, let's go. So I just picked it up, got that angry, and just popped it, got it on my shoulder luckily, and then put it back down. But if it wasn't for Sean's help and his coaching, I probably wouldn't have got those stones up. So you guys got a real good coach here, and a really good boxing community. So I take my hat off to Sean for helping me out over the years, and it's just a pleasure to be here today. So thanks, Coach.